Many times we don't know we need the care until it's like right smack in front of us.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
When you look at everything that Coleman Professional Services does, what's the driving force behind all of that?
I think access to care. We want to serve as many people as possible. We want to get them into our services as quickly as possible. We have standards of care for the number of days from intake to first service in counseling, case management, and psychiatry, and we try to hit all of those targets. So people come into our walk-in clinic Monday through Friday from approximately 11 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. They are seen by a licensed professional, and they walk out that day with appointments. So obviously with the pandemic, we've been able to capitalize on telehealth opportunities, so people can be seen from home. Our workforce is some working remotely, some in the office, and we've tried to have a good balance of that. So people who do want to come into the office to be seen can do that, and people who want to be seen remotely can do that.
And when you're talking about mental health, how important is that walk-in aspect of being able to get care the moment you need it?
I think it's critically important because many times we don't know we need the care until it's like right smack in front of us. And you need to be able to walk into a comfortable, safe, warm environment to be able to get that care, rather than, as we talked about earlier, going into an emergency department that may be very overwhelming. And here, if we can see people when they are in immediate need or just feel that supportive environment and comfort to get that help, then I think that's the best way that we can give care.
And you bring up the emergency department, and we talked about Coleman's, I don't know if office is the right word, at Trumbull Regional Medical Center. Just could you talk a little bit about the purpose of that, as well as some of the other partnerships you've developed to deliver this kind of care to Trumbull and Mahoning counties?
Sure. So again, through the generosity of the Trumbull Mental Health and Recovery Board, we do have staff embedded in Trumbull Regional Medical Center's emergency room 24/7, 365. Through their generosity, they have set aside a couple rooms for us, remodeled them, and so we have our own area to see our patients, which I think is better than the previous setup. And so the staff are enjoying that, and I think it's going to provide better patient care. So that's primarily here in Warren, but we will see anybody who presents there, so it doesn't matter what county they're from. Our staff there are all licensed again, and they are providing what we would call a level of care assessment to determine what the outcome is for that patient. So do they go to an inpatient psychiatric room? Do they go to a crisis stabilization facility? Do they go home? And typically we will then offer them outpatient services from any of the behavioral health providers in the community, not just Coleman, and then they can make their choice as to who they want to see on an outpatient basis.
And with that office, there's always been sort of a barrier between physical health and mental health. How does this help tear down that barrier a little bit of saying you can get all the care you need in one place?
I think it makes it a little clearer that sometimes people will present to the emergency room thinking they are having a physical issue, maybe a heart attack, heart is racing, sweating, things like that, and they can find no physical reason for it. So the emergency room doctor will call us in to have a conversation with that person too and determine that maybe it is an anxiety attack, maybe it is drug related. And we are then able to help with a clearer outcome for that patient.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell for notifications. And also make sure to connect with us on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. For all of your business news, visit BusinessJournalDaily.com. For all of your arts and entertainment news, go to AfterHoursYoungstown.com.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
I like a bank that's a pillar in my community.
I like a bank so cutting edge, they have a lab branch.
We are so alike.
Well, we do both bank at Farmers National Bank.
Farmers.
Stand strong.